Well, a Minneapolis man accused of shooting his neighbor will be in court tomorrow. Authorities say that John Sawchak shot Davis Maturi in the neck last Wednesday. While the 54-year-old was charged with several counts, including attempted murder, police waited until early this morning, 5 days later, to arrest him. The Minneapolis police chief has said yesterday that they failed Maturi. He is out of the hospital, but his wife tells Fox 9 he has a long road to recovery. A new state law went into effect earlier this year that intends to prevent situations like that one. Fox 9's Maury Glover is in Minneapolis tonight. And so, Maury, you spoke with the author of that red flag law.
That's right. That law has been around since the beginning of the year, and its author believes it's already saving lives.
Minneapolis police arrested John Sawchak. It came after Sawchak shot his neighbor, Davis Maturi, following months of threatening behavior towards Maturi and his wife. Now the author of Minnesota's red flag law says situations like this are exactly what the new legislation is trying to prevent.
You don't necessarily want to wait until someone pulls the trigger before you have authority to take away that gun.
State Senator Latz says the law, which went into effect on January 1st, authorizes a judge to issue an extreme risk protection order that allows police to remove firearms from a residence if the owner is at risk of harming themselves or others. An emergency version of the order goes into effect right away and lasts for 14 days, while a long-term ERPO can last between 6 months and a year, but requires a court hearing.
There were people who saw red flags, saw signs of concern, and the officer's office often didn't have the tools or the legal authority to go in and do anything about it.
Latz says the person petitioning for an ERPO must be a family member or member of law enforcement who has seen clear signs the firearms owner is a risk.
Well, I would say if you're feeling threatened, your first call should be to the police.
Latz says as of mid-July, there have been at least 70 times where judges around the state have issued ERPOs, and he believes lives have been saved as a result.
No doubt in my mind, there are people living today that would not have been living last December before the law took effect, because this tool was available for family law enforcement to go in and protect people.
Now, an ERPO was granted in Sawchak's case. Unfortunately, it was after he shot his neighbor, not before. Reporting live in Minneapolis, Maury Glover, Fox 9.